Good morning. Another gorgeous morning. It's getting cooler. So this morning I am attempting again to talk about the first step in the process that I call from bitterness to wholeness. As I explained in previous videos, bitterness is an attitude, a state of being in which we are discontented. And it can appear in many different ways, depending on our lifestyle, status, amount of money that we have, our age, many different things. But the first step is to realize that we live in a state of bitterness. And 1.B step is that we want something different. As long as we are contented with being bitter, unhappy in some ways, being a complainer, or just being discontented all the time and angry and hating the world, blah, blah, blah. So there is nothing to be done. There is no change. So the first very important step is that we want something different. We don't want to be this angry person anymore. We want to see a nicer world. We want to have more loving relationships. We want to attract a partner that is kinder, nicer, and our relationship is more stable. Or we want to have a job that really satisfies us in a way that it's not only showing up at work, so we generate an income. You name it. So the first step in the process, that is actually the second, after realizing that we want something different, we need to start looking at what is it inside of me that blocks creating that whatever it is that I want, that I dream of. Because the reason why we are not in that relationship, we don't have that perfect job, we don't have the prosperity that we wish for ourselves, and so on, is actually within us. That something that blocks the unfoldment of goodness, I call it. So our dreams can unfold that is hidden within us. We need to understand why, so we can start making some changes. So the first step is working on gaining insight and self-awareness. And this is an ongoing thing. I often hear that people tell me that they read a book or they went onto a seminar and they learned a lot about themselves and, ooh, that was great, and ooh, we can move on to greener pastures. And I'm afraid in my experience, after having been doing this for 30 odd years, self-awareness is ongoing. It's like peeling an onion. You just gain greater and greater insight into who you are and who you are not. And if you ever want to attain something called wholeness, that I will talk about in another video, you will need to combine this insight and self-awareness process with an inner journey, a spiritual inner journey, moving towards a great loving that we often call God or the divine. So self-awareness, gaining insight, is the cornerstone of any development and any change in life. Have a great day.